In this part of lecture, we will discuss some good problems on what we have learned in the past. See, they have given one triangle to us. They are saying this triangle has one side 25, second side 24, and one side is not given. They are asking about the values of these terms: cos square theta, sin square theta, sec square theta, minus sin square theta, and 2 sin theta cos theta. Okay. Now, can we find this side? Yes, it's very simple to find this side. Apply Pythagoras theorem for this triangle. Apply Pythagoras theorem for this triangle. That means x square plus 24 square equal to 25 square. X square plus 24 square equal to 25 square. You will find x square as 25 square minus 24 square. 25 minus 24 and 25 plus 24. A square minus b square equal to a minus b into a plus b. You will find this value as x square equal to 49 and x equal to 7. Okay. If you know the value of x, that is 7, you can find sin theta. Sin theta is 7 by 25. Cos theta is 24 by 25. And if they are asking about cos square theta plus sin square theta, square these values and add them. Cos square theta is 24 by 25 whole square. Sin square theta is 7 by 25 whole square. Above, if you solve the values, denominator is 25 square and numerator is 24 square plus 7 square, that is also 75 square. 25 square divided by 25 square equal to 1. That means for this triangle, cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. Later on, we will check that this relation will hold for all type of right triangles having acute angle. Okay, cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. Now they are asking about find the value of sec square theta minus sin square theta. Put the value. Sec theta is 25 by 24. Tan theta is 7 by 24. Okay. And 25 square by 24 square minus 7 square by 24 square. 25 square minus 7 square. 25 square minus 7 square is 24 square. So in that case, numerator and denominator are same. You will get value as sec square theta minus sin square theta equal to 1. Now one more question, interesting question. They are giving you right triangle. Okay, and for this rectangle, opposite side is x, that is perpendicular. They are saying perpendicular and hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 1 unit larger than perpendicular. Let's say perpendicular is x and hypotenuse is x plus 1. The sin theta is equal to x divided by x plus 1. Cos theta is equal to 7 divided by x plus 1. Okay, and we have to find the value of sin theta and cos theta, but main obstacle is we have to solve x. Okay, now if this is right triangle, then Pythagoras theorem is easily available and applicable in this case. Simple, x square plus 7 square is equal to x plus 1 whole square. Solve this value. 7 square is 49. X square x plus 1 whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. X square plus 1 plus 2x. X square cancel, and then value will be like 48 equal to 2x and x equal to 24. If x equal to 24, then sin theta is equal to 24 by 25 and cos theta is equal to 7 by 25. They are giving one more question like this. Cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. You have to solve the value 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Okay. Now see, if this last term you see, you can use a plus b into a minus b. Upper term is like 1 minus sin square theta and lower term is like 1 minus cos square theta. They are giving you value of cot theta. Cot theta is 7 by 8. So we can assume base has 7 theta and perpendicular at 8. 3 is 7 and 8. Then we can find the value of d by Pythagoras theorem. D is equal to under root 113. Now they are asking about the ratio of 1 minus sin square theta divided by 1 plus cos square theta. 1 minus sin square theta is 8 divided by root 113 whole square. 8 square divided by 113. Similarly, cos square theta is 7 square divided by 113. If you put these values, you will get 49 by 7, 64 and 7 by 8 whole square. 7 by 8 square whole square is equal to simply cot square theta. Okay. Now, we discuss about different trigonometric ratios of some popular angles, 45 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree. Now see, if angle is 45 degree, you can say this angle is 45, this angle is 90 and this angle is x. Okay. First, we'll focus on what is the value of x. Total sum of these angles must be 180 degree. 45 plus ax plus 90 equal to 180, then x must be equal to 45. If x is 45 and this angle is 45, that means in 45 degree you will get a right angle isosceles triangle. Okay, you will get right angle and other two angles must be same and sides must be same. 45 means if this side is x, then this side must be also x. If this is x, then hypotenuse will be like x root 2. Then write the value of sin 45 is simple, x divided by x root 2, that is 1 by root 2. Cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Tan 45 is equal to perpendicular divided by base, x by x is equal to 1. Then in case of 45 degrees, sin ratio is 1 by root 2, cos ratio is 1 by root 2, and tan 45 equal to 1. For your help, I am saying, remember this point, root 2 is always equal to 1.4 and 1 by root 2 you can write it as 0.7. Next, now if we have to solve the value of 30 degrees, ratios of 30, sin 30, cos 30, tan 30, then I am drawing a simple equilateral triangle, okay, side of A, and draw perpendicular from this point to this point. This is perpendicular bisector and also angular bisector. This angle is 30, this side is A by 2, and this side is A by 2, this is A by 2, and you can find this value of x by the help of Pythagoras theorem. Now we are doing same thing here. This is A, this is A, this is A, and perpendicular bisector is also angular bisector. Then can we find value of x? Then when x square plus a square by 4 equal to a square, x square plus a square by 4 equal to a square, x square equal to a square minus a square by 4, and 3a square by 4. So x equal to root 3 by 2 into a. Okay. Now find value of sin 30, that is a by 2 divided by a, that is 1 by 2. Cos 30 is base divided by hypotenuse. Okay, that means a root 3 divided by 2 divided by a. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, sin 30 is 1 by 2, and tan 30 is simple, a by 2 divided by x. So sin 30 by cos 30, 1 by root 3. Now you can see, if this ratio, if this angle is 30 and this is 90, this is 60, in similar way we can find ratios of sin 60, cos 60, tan 60. Sin 60 is x by a, cos 60 is a by 2 divided by a, and tan 60 is x divided by a by 2. Okay, so sin 60 is root 3 by 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2, and tan 60 is root 3. Now if we go for extreme discussions, the 0 and 90 degree, let's say this side is perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse, and this angle is theta. Okay, now can you say theta can become 0? Theta can become 0, okay, in case if you increase the base, or technically you are making perpendicular as 0. As you decrease value of perpendicular is decreasing. Okay, see here, perpendicular is decreasing. If perpendicular is decreasing, at particular angle perpendicular becomes 0. Okay, if perpendicular is tending towards 0, theta is tending towards 0. Perpendicular is tending towards 0 value, theta is tending toward 0 degree angle. Okay, as perpendicular decreases, theta also decreases. Then if you write sin theta is perpendicular divided hypotenuse. Sin 0 will be equal to 0 divided by h, because at 0 degree perpendicular will become 0, or it's sufficient. Sin 0 is equal to 0 divided by h equal to 0. Sin 0 is 0, trigonometric ratios. Sin 0 is 0, cos 0 equal to 1. Why cos 0 equal to 1? Because cos 0 is equal to base divided, cos theta is equal to base divided by hypotenuse. And when theta tending towards 0, base will also become equal to h. As p becomes shorter, b equal to h. The cos 0 equal to b by h, and b by h equal to 1. Sin 0 equal to 0, cos 0 equal to 1, and tan 0 equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, we can find the value of 90 degree. If I make a triangle, this is your perpendicular, base, and height. Okay. How can we make large angle theta? Increase p. increase P. As you increase the value of P, you will say theta is increasing. Now write sine theta is equal to P divided by H. Perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. Okay. As you increase the value, you can say P is equal to H and H is equal to P square plus B square under root. Okay. As theta is tending towards 0, so 90 degree, P is increasing and B is become shorter. Theta tending towards B tending towards C. If B tending towards 0, then you will write sine theta is equal to P divided by P. Sine 90 is equal to P divided by P and sine 90 is equal to 1. So simple the discussion is sine 90 is equal to 1. If they ask about cos 90, what will be the value of cos 90? Cos 90 is like base divided by hypotenuse, and at 90 degree base tending towards 0, so 0 divided by h is answer 0. Sin 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0, and tan 90 a very different term, that is 1 divided by 0. Now you can write 1 divided by 0 as, sir, you cannot divide something by 0. You can use that is undefined, or if you divide 1 divided by 100, 1 divided by 10, then 1 divided by 1, then 1 divided by 0.1, then 1 divided by 0.0001, 1 divided by 0.000001. You see, if you divide 1 by some number, you decrease that number, okay, then whole term is increasing. Initially this is 0.01, this is 0.1, this is 1, this is 10, this is 1000, and this is 10 to the power 5 or 10 to the power 6. As you decrease, if this term is becoming 0, you can say this number is very large, and large number is that we cannot count is called infinite. Tan 90 you can write it as infinite. Now we can write the table. Okay, table of 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree and 0. Values, sine, cos, tan. We have to remember these values, and very easy to remember. Sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is 1 by 2, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 60 is root 3 by 2, tan 90 is, sine 90 is 1. Simple. If you have written these values, reverse in cos. Cos 0 is 1, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2, cos 90 is 0, tan 90. Divide them. 0, 1 by root 3, 1, root 3 and infinite. Okay. Or if you want to remember these values in very simple way, okay, write simple 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You can write and divide these number by 4. Okay. And take the root. It's very simple. Okay. These are the sign ratios. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Divide 4 and then 2. And this value is 0. 1 by 4 root is 2. Root 2 by 4 is 1 by root 2. Root 3 by 4 is root 3 by 2. And root 4 by 4 is 1. Okay. These are the ratios of some popular angles. We will use them in later part of discussion.